I think so by now what to say ECG 1350 containers ayra. On my way excavators ayra pen and confirm ayra pen. It's immediate. Let me start by saying I am one containers ayra. But what I will do in this video is I'm coming to give you the full mail to explain to you what is missing, how did it get missing. Any as a contradictions kakrebia me hu woni minister na ekanim. And why I think John Mahama should investigate this matter. Ma munim no. The energy sector no niema ekoso no, it is mind boggling. Na because of time untino, let me just go straight to the subject. Bansane because I critical analyst channel, make sure subscribe mama. Now I click the bell notification. The video be to my be now to me I should be. So thank you so much for your massive support. Now let's go into it. Osha energy sector now. Mama share my chebi. I'm telling you several videos on ECG. Osha last year 2023, 2 years ago, you spent 23.65 billion on the energy sector alone. 2024 22.94 billion. 2025 we projected to spend the same 24.94 almost 25 billion in the energy sector. The duana ECG, the value chain of the energy sector no be a problem kese na opa ECG because the very independent power producers na power na the gridco na gridco the ECG answer crown of beton power no oboka 32%, but for na say na kire if it be technical and commercial losses they say ECG ton power no ntimi ndidi ni sika no. Any technical losses here be a capacitance, transformers, any idea that dama power need dissipate and as a power no is grid code de moma a 32%. It ECG dana woody no. Near Chilena say ECG kofani 100 CDs every grid go answer crana or beton or 32 CDs. It your tone only just about 68 CDs. It what mean to grid coca na grid control could ya IPP sneka. It's in a cast water for mechanic it mean so. So our energy sector, the problem largely is ECG. Because of inefficiencies, because of commercial loss, because of technical losses. West Africa average now less than I think about 20%. I'm not too sure, but about 20%. Ghana here 32%. Make sure the veteran of the current energy minister. Now near one wanna say ECG insist any bo wa oje won ti ase. Den ti na won ti ase. ECG ehun so mo boka. So what they did was that omokra meters, the containers, and the transformers near there because I didn't do no no Ghana. Interestingly, the director of finance ECG kofano no. Now we need any experience as a director of procurement. You don't need any experience as a director of procurement. I'm reading to you findings from investigations at PwC or ECG. Director of procurement, only any experience in procurement. And the current containers now in procurement, a director of estates. Obi anke say wo hwe ECG a dan so ne properties near on mum na procurement business. That is the first floor. A major institution like ECG on the director of procurement, according to investigation, say the director of procurement had no prior experience in procurement and was not a member of any professional procurement board or body. To say, be your Ghana Engineers Association, your procurement body or Ghana recognize ECG director of procurement on Kabodi Biaho and the director of estate in a procurement business. Okay. Now, Uncle Kra near Manaba my port, if we be demorrage. Na mentia senti me fro bi mo chema ya se na che nse woni amaba port no am clean within a specific time e ko demorrage che say dey bi e besi obi an e calculate ka e ma wo bo na according to donjina pono e na han na e me wan tie ni ye ni parliament donjina po ka kire parliament say wa kotema port ho akohwe na ECG wa about 3,000 containers.
When we took over, I visited the Mahama. Mr. Speaker, we have about 3,000 containers stuck at the Mahama. 3,000 containers, most of which contains transformers.
Yes, the Sana Minister they can so call her. Near Chichimason say, and no, it takes 1,350. The minister also share no report to parliament. Also 3,000. And the time being as our containers no. Eyrai. Okasa was some FM. Say no kind.
Yes, the state committee. Young person you be na ya clear containers no. Because about 2,500 containers there. A dozen. Na demo regional so. Extra na echo. Revelations no HSS. No more 2,495. Sometimes 2,500 containers. And demurrage of 1.5 billion are echoes from the doors. Now, and a committee in the day or more, and she more no, every day. It's shocking, honestly, very, very shocking. About 1,350 containers. Ira.
Hey, containers,
full containers, over 1,350.
A good port honor. Now there's a port security or honor there.
That is the point. ECG records now shows the containers no our ports. Umkoya is stock taken at the port over 1,300 anyhow. Containers they only send you mood. You can't when you're the show bottom now they have baby. So how those containers go missing and cannot be accounted for now? It's a very serious matter. And we'll get to the bottom of this matter.
Yeah, because I'm wondering, sir, when the new government took over, of course, at the time, no, yeah, inventory, be who containers and go, meboa.
The records no show say 2,409. That's the handing over notes. One of the
Yes.
Me call habo. Me need to form confirm it. Containers I won't say to way. Okay, I about 2,500. I'm the committee no go shame. Go shame no. More than 1,300 ayra cannot be accounted for. They vanish from the ports. And
is it possible, sir, the Irano was between time Amoko any time a committee echo that period nana Irano?
Oh, this criminal investigation yes, was established that.
Okay.
But clearly, no, I'm convinced it will be an area. And Uncle Fobina, Abo Omano, our matrix, a free port war. And now, the free port on near Katia, they call ECG warehouse. The records and the trail will show.
Media still at So the first question we really need to answer is that within what time? And as our containers 1,350 era. 1, 2. What's the minister near was so suspected say amount for to fem. And answer almost starting projects on my investigation. Maybe I'm the B ECG deposa. Na ayra. Badi ako demurrage. Then you release this ECG depots. Say demurrage. Demurrage no say 1.5 billion. Ah, the car into yes, demurrage just say esi wacha na car ECG containers na ball port no. About 1.5 billion cedis. Into ya. Then it me release the container na say nko ECG depot. Obi di ko divert. Minister Thomas. I don't get it. Ebi amena menti ase. Ti mun chema se. I don't get it. Obi no. Ana ebusa na say. Den ana ECG ekras enema bra nema no kura bae no eye nema ben sa
for mo anim na eye containers and nema ben na wom
cables wom stay nema wom meters wom nema bebre even the nema no kura no we have to determine nema what container name just in an investigation ankasa but this will be criminal.
Of course
it will be looking at those who perpetrated this crime and they'll be dealt with. ECG procurement Oma kindly estate department a boom. And Oma head of estate in charge of procurement. And Oma procurement director and Moma Kofi. I mean, why do you do this?
Hey. And that director no, estate director no, and a superintendent over procurement way mo.
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, we have to correct certain things there.
What that thing is for containers when say yeah the value to container be as well we are looking at bear saying
Well, a container can hit between 300 to 500,000 US dollars.
One container.
One container.
$500,000. And
yes.
A move over 1,300 naira.
Over 1,350 naira.
Meaning here, or say between $300,000 to $500,000. The year rough estimate, you know, that is between 1,300. That's between $405 million to about $675 million. We a bit me at it. Now say ya Sonia Soglican so near don't cut $300 million. Near your mind say ya, better na the be our mine neka. Better no mine neka, near pretend see any name to your mine deka. Minister, near all can make a chimason. Mr. or report to Nushim. Port to near baby a dear bit me adra. Your cameras or your security or your national security or your partner security is near the wall. President John Dramani Mahama financing from. They be a sound of course, man. Me so crow for the bibu and masse. Media near Moyano, one containers entimi nyata by in 2 years. Send DC for buy ye na yirawo, send PP for na buy yirawo, yan hwehwem, say de bia meka no. And let's recoup our 405 million to $675 million. Unye be kromu a. Sa prefer ne krono kitin ya. Make a report no kada bi na me yam crash me. Ma me fa report ni be on say Minister report now independent audit in Yaman. Or say before 2020, ECG had a dedicated fund that they receive weekly allocation for clearing shipment. However, the practice was discontinued due to lack of funds as set by the ECG board. That's why financial ECG awarded contract to 2 firms to clear containers, one of which was pre-financed by ECG. Me say, sir report PwC no. Ebo wa ECG to me clearing my port. Also Niska. Now my na akọ demorage. Na port na ton ma private individual na private individual na twa ho asan ton ma ECG. Adan ne ye o minus a. Minister Jinapo. Mesrewo. Ne wo kan any explanation me you say to there and Thomasum. Yen kwhwehwe ye containers. Some of us ye will fiasem ye be kai wo. Mesrewo. Kwhwehwe ye containers na yen. O me fine bomudin. Let's name and shame them. Yentimi ntoa so bio. Yentimi ntoa so ne corruption ne dwirim ne krono ne sa afrakadam ne ye no. Yentimi ntoa so bio. Many American etwetwema so. How can an estate officer and be in charge of procurement? Because most unit, you know. Procurement is procurement. Not 1,205 containers to 3,000. A good port. You can investigation 1,350 ayra. Massa, there be a shame. I critical analysis channel. Subscribe. I'm not click bell notification. The video be to my be should be. Thank you for watching. Medase. Instead of be a make a me here. Ghana here. But show you see mommy. Bye.